What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is January 16th, and we have 5 NBA games to talk about today. Yesterday, we went 2-2-1. Everything looked pretty good in the first half, but that's why they play the whole game, right? The Knicks ended up pushing at 6. So if you got a 5.5, you won. If you got a 6.5, you lost. If you got a 7, ooh. But they pushed to 6, 125, 119. The over did hit. They went to overtime. So that's where I made my money yesterday. That was the game I was watching. Had a couple bets on the over. Memphis ended up covering against the Spurs. The Hawks and the Bulls went under. Their game only got to 204. And the Magic barely went over. We had 211. They got to 215. And the Houston Rockets and the Nuggets barely went over. We had 232. They got to 236. So, when I like to bet it over, I'm not thinking it's going to sneak over by 1 or 2 points. So, when I'm liking under, I think the number's just too high. When I like it over, I think the number's just way too low. It's going to fly over. So, I have been making more money on totals since I've broken out of my every game has to go over initial streak. So I still think those were the right side. Like I said, the Magic are 7-3 to the under in their last 10 games, and on the season it's something way more impressive than that as far as defensive play goes. But let me look at it real quick. 17-25-0 to the under. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, in their last 10 games before yesterday, it was 8-2 to the under. Now that they're getting fully healthy again, and they weren't in danger of ruining our over. It was all the Milwaukee Bucks scoring 122 points. So they still play the way we think they're going to play, and depending on who they're playing, we're still going to be on those under. So on to today. We have 5 more games to talk about today. Suns and the Wizards are first. Suns are 11.5 point home or road favorites. Totals at 231. First of all, KD is from the Washington area, same place I'm from, Prince George's County. Not sure if he traditionally likes to turn it up when he comes home or not, but I'm on the Suns here. Can't really look towards Washington. This big number for Phoenix is kind of scary. They usually don't cover these. In their last 10 games, they haven't been favorited like this. They were 10-point favorites against the Jazz, and they did not cover. 5-point favorites against the Grizzlies, lost, didn't cover. Lost to Charlotte as 4.5-point favorites, pushed to 7-point favorites against Charlotte, 2 different games. Yeah, it's hard to trust the Suns at this number, but putting your faith in a Wizards bet is kind of hard also. So let's see who's playing for the Wizards. Brogdon's still out, badly out. Vucevic day to day. He didn't play in Monday's game. Monday's game they lost to the Timberwolves by 14 points. They covered as 14.5 point favorites, so or underdogs. Only 5-16 at home on the season. 14-23 and 1 against the spread. Phoenix is 13-25 and 1 against the spread. So Washington is actually better against the spread than they are. I think we're going to stay out the game. If anything, maybe an under. Hoping that we get a 120-100 type of game. But no bet for me in this one. Pacers and Pistons. Pacers are 3-point road underdogs to a Pistons team who's pretty healthy. I think they're still missing Jaden Ivey. But the problem with the Pacers in this game is they are missing Wiseman and Jackson out. They're also missing Benedict Matherin, who's suspended for bumping a female ref in the last game. He's suspended for 1 game. And they're missing Neesmith still, who's close to coming back. And they might still not have Halliburton, who sat out last game with a groin injury. So without Halliburton, I think I'm leaning Pistons. If Halliburton plays, I might lean Pacers. But it's too early to tell. We don't know who's going to play yet. So that's my thoughts on that one. Game of the night, Cavs and Thunder. Rematch of last Wednesday's game. Cavs were home favorites, 3 points, and they won 122 or 129 to 122. Here's the issue with the Thunder. We know how good they are. They are at home this time, but they're missing size. They had Isaiah Hart signed in that last game. He gets out this game, and there's the Twin Towers in Cleveland, and I think that that's going to be an issue in this game more than we saw last game. So they were able to pull away in the fourth quarter. That game was pretty close all the way through. They were able to pull away in the fourth quarter in that last couple minutes, trying to close out the game. And with no size down low, I think it's going to be even easier to do so. So I'd be on Cleveland in this game. Clippers and the Blazers. I would lean Clippers. Blazers are kind of up and down team. They're a young team. Clippers, Kawhi is still only playing about 20-25 minutes, but he's scoring more, getting back into a rhythm, I believe. So lean Clippers. Don't really have a firm grasp on either of these teams, though. Rockets and Kings is the last game up. Kings are home favorites, 4 points. Kings have been on a little win streak until their last game. I think it was like an 8-game win streak, 7-game win streak, something like that. It looks like a 7-game win streak from the 30th of December to the 12th of January, beating the Mavericks, the Sixers, the Grizzlies, the Warriors, the Heat, the Celtics, and then the Bulls before losing in their last game 2 days ago to the Milwaukee Bucks, 130 to 115. So 7-3 in the last 10, 5-5 against the spread. Now they're at home against this Rockets team after a 3-game road trip. No back-to-backs. Now they're back at home facing the Rockets team on a back-to-back, traveling from Denver to Sacramento. This probably is a king spot, but money is coming in on Houston. So Houston's better against the spread. 23, 16 and 0, 13 to 5 straight up on the road versus the Kings, who are 10 and 12 at home. They played once this season already. The Kings won that one. The way the story goes, Dylan Brooks said something to De'Aaron Fox in the first half, and he turned up on him and went off on him in that game. Let's look at his stats here. De'Aaron Fox, 36 minutes, 22 points. So, maybe turn up is a strong term, unless he had all of those in the second half. Dylan Brooks had 8 points that game. So he's just a shit talker. Likes to start stuff. Always kind of gets him in trouble with the wrong person. So I am probably going to stay off this game. It is the late game on TNT, I believe. So if I need an extra boost, I might come home and look towards the Rockets. But I do work tonight, so that's where I'll be. But leaning on the Cavs for right now. It's my best bet. I like the Cavs for sure. Lean Clippers. Lean Suns, lean Pacers. I guess all the road teams. Looking at all the road teams tonight. See if one of these home teams can pull it out. So those are my thoughts on the card today. Lock them in. Let's get this money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk some more sports. We'll see you then.